someone to count on, and someone to tell on. That quote describes me and my brother perfectly. He's always been somebody that I could count on no matter what. He's always been somebody to lean on. Even whenever I was a little kid, I would go into his room if I had a nightmare and stay there until I was safe, or I felt safe again. And I haven't always been the best sibling. I've told on him a lot, but with siblings don't do that. So, he has always been, first off, let me introduce him. My brother's name is Matt Fawcett. He is 23 years old, and he has always been my best friend. Since I was a little girl, he's always taken up for me as much as he could and did everything he could for me. He has always been, he's never really taken time out for himself. He does everything he can for everybody else. Whenever he was in high school, he worked for my dad. He worked at a fast food restaurant. He played sports and also helped anybody else out that he could. He's never, well, like I said before, he does everything for everybody but not for himself. When he graduated high school in 2007, he went to Minden, Louisiana at an instrument tech school and stayed there for 2 years. Once he graduated there, he got a job at Derrick's for warehouser. And what he does is he works in a control room and messes with, like, I'm not exactly sure what he does. Really, like, I know he's in a control room and I know he messes with controls. And his job is very important because if he does not do that right, then he could, it could be dangerous to the people that works for that company. The controls have to be done right for them to stay alive because there's so many machines there that it could possibly kill them if he didn't do it right. So he has a lot of stress on him, but he doesn't let that, once he gets home from his job after that stressful, being there all day and being stressed, he comes home and does not let that mess up the rest of his day. He got married about a year ago to Kayla Fawcett. She's my sister-in-law, and she already had a 3-year-old daughter named Kylie Fawcett, and he has taken her in like she is his own. Those 3 people they mean everything to me. They are the only ones that I have, really, and they are the ones that really care about me a lot, and I care about them the same. He also last year, right after he got married, he moved to a different job. He quit working at Derrick's because they were doing so well there, and he got a better job in Domino, and he works there, also doing the same thing, but it's a little bit more stressful. Like I said before, he comes home, he does everything he can with his stepdaughter, and is just the best dad I've ever seen, and it's not even his daughter, really. And that's why I'm doing my speech about him, because he's a hard worker. He's the best person he can be to everybody, and he takes time out for his family, and I love that about him. And he's just the most important person in my life, really. So I wanted to introduce him for this speech, and anybody that means